Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 15 of my Athletic Bilbao series for Football Manager 2019. Today's game is going to be a Europa League group stage game against Beşiktaş. We're also going to go over a lot of fixtures, and first of all, we're going to look at the league table because we are currently in second position, 1 point off first. Yeah, there's 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. And I believe that's only because we lost to them earlier in the season. So we'll go into the fixtures now. I don't want to make the episode too long here today. But as you can see, previous episode was the Deportivo de la Coruna game. We followed that up with another victory against Levante. Of course, getting some revenge, sweet revenge from the previous season where they actually beat us. Goal scorers were Williams, Muniain, and Martinez. We then did lose to Atletico Madrid. As you can see, we actually opened the scoring in this game through an own goal. But after that, Lamar and Griezmann absolutely tore us to shreds. I think Griezmann had like a 9 match rating or something. He did score a brace against us. And he's one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. Definitely, I don't think he's worth £600,000 a week, but that's what he's on. So, hard to compete with players like that, players of that quality. So yeah, we lost that game, and they do sit top of the league, so I guess it goes to show exactly how strong they are. Next game was today's opponents, but this was the away game. It was our first Europa League group stage game. Managed to beat them 5-1, so I am expecting a win today, and if we don't get one, I'll be pretty disappointed. But as you can see, we got our goals from a Bell own goal, Hervias Lekue, the right back with a brace, and Muniain also on the score sheet there. We followed that up in the league with a 2-0 win away from home to Celta, Catalan and San Jose on the score sheet there, with Lekue getting sent off in the final minute of the game, so a little bit frustrating there, but not much I can do. We also, as you can see, we haven't drawn a game. So it's either we've lost or we've won. And we've done a lot of winning. And very convincing wins at that. We managed to beat Getafe 3-0. Nolascoain, Muniain and Catalan on the score sheet there. Followed that up with another 3-0 victory. This time coming against Malaga, however you want me to say it. I just like to say it both ways because some people pronounce it one way, others another way, and yeah, got to try and make everybody happy. But Muniain, San Jose, and Nolascoain again on the score sheet there. The next game was a Europa League group stage game against AEK Athens. Beat them 5-0. Javi Martinez, Inaki Williams, Nolascoain again on the score sheet, 3 games in a row. Muniain and Lekue as well, again on the score sheet. A lot of different goal scorers this season, I've noticed. We are using the same tactic that we've used from last season, and it's dominated, to say the least. Of course, we are in second, and the only reason we're not first is because Atletico Madrid are just really good this season. The next game was a 3-0 victory in the league against Rayo Vallecano. Hervias, Iturraspe, and Martinez on the score sheet for us there. Another 3-0 victory, this time against Real Oviedo. Inaki Williams with a brace, and Javi Martinez again on the score sheet for us. The next game was against Zoya from the Ukraine. Managed to beat them 4-2 in the Europa League group stage, of course. Sunset, Williams, San Jose, and a Silas own goal were the goal scorers for us in this one. We then unfortunately lost to Barcelona. Again, another, one of the top teams, of course. Probably one of the best teams in the world. Beat us 3-0. We didn't turn up on the day. And Leon Bailey did. And he scored a hat-trick. And that's pretty much it. To be honest, none of their other players really played that well either. Messi had a quiet game. Just no one really stood out except for Bailey. And yeah, there's nothing else to really say about that one. Of course, only our second loss of the season. And we have, of course, won every other game apart from that. So we did follow that up against El Ejido. Yeah, we'll go with that. 4-1 victory against them in the Copa del Rey 4th round first leg. Aketse Moreno, who is a 16-year-old regen from our academy, who's progressing quite nicely. 2-star current ability, possibly a 5-star potential. I think he was also the youngest ever goal scorer for the competition and our youngest ever player. If I remember to show you the records, I'll show you, but I might forget. We followed it up with a 4-0 victory against newly promoted Cordoba. Williams, Hervias, Munain, and San Jose, the goal scorers there. And Martinez also getting sent off. Inigo Martinez, that is. So yeah, we were down to 10 men, and we still managed to score another 2 goals after that red card. We followed it up with the home game against Zoya. Managed to beat them 6-0 at home. Shinobe scoring an own goal for us. Inigo Martinez, Itaraspe, Williams, and Inaki also on the score sheet for us there. Next game was in La Liga. A 2-1 away victory against Villarreal. Munain on the score sheet once again. And San Jose with another penalty. Actually been pretty clinical this season from the penalty spot, which I cannot say has been the case for some of the last seasons. We'll say that quietly. And the most recent game I played was a nice little 2-0 victory over Valencia at home. Jonathan Silva with an own goal, and Inaki also on the score sheet for us there. So, let's go into the records. Now, it's in club history records. Let me try and find it here. Should be over here somewhere. There we go. Youngest player. 16 years, 129 days. Xavier Moreno versus El Ejido. Yeah. I can't do it. Honestly, I just can't do it. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's also the youngest ever goal scorer for the actual competition as well. But he also takes our youngest goal scorer, of course. So good stuff there. But yeah, that leaves us, of course, in second position. I'll show you the group stage. We have already qualified. Spoiler alert, but we'll leave it at that. And of course, Beşiktaş actually need to win here today to make sure that they stay in contention with AEK. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game nonetheless. Doesn't really mean too much to us. I think we've pretty much solidified top spot in the group. But we'll get into the lineup today. I'm not too sure if I'm going to change it around much. Yeah, another thing to mention is Efami, the 18-year-old goalkeeper, has been playing in the league. So he's become our first team goalkeeper at the moment. Purely for the fact that if you look at the fixture list, I'll go back to it here for a second. If you look at the fixture list, we've had a lot of clean sheets. There's like, 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 clean sheets already, and the guy's 18 years old. He is a quality prospect for the goalkeeping position. Ramiro has unfortunately been relegated to the Europa League, more or less, similar to what a lot of top teams do. I know Arsenal does it with Cech and Leno. Of course, with Wenger, in the Wenger era, they of course did it as well with Ospina. So, yeah, we've done that. We've rotated pretty well this season. As you can see, there are a couple of standouts. Munain, Ganea, and Lekue, of course. Probably our best players. Inaki has done really well in the Europa League, it should be mentioned. He's on a 7.47. So yeah, we'll go with this lineup, I think. I don't really want to change it around too much. Brace has just returned back from an injury. I would probably play him, but his fitness is a little bit lower, and he did not pass... Oh, he did. He did pass the fitness test, but he's recommended to only play 60 minutes of action, so we're going to let him sit on the bench for most of this game. Maybe give him 25 to 30 minutes at the end, of course, because it doesn't really mean too much. But yeah, today's lineup will be Ramiro in goals, Lekue at right back, San Jose and Martinez as our 2 centre-backs. Going to go with Ganea, despite his low condition. We're going to go with Nolascoane and Iturraspe in the centre of midfield, with Inaki on the right, Muniain on the left, and Javi Martinez in the centre of our attacking trio there. And of course, Inaki Williams up front. I would be tempted to play Catalan, but he did pick up an injury. I think it was a training injury just before this game, so he's out for 2 weeks, unfortunately, and he'll miss this game. I probably could have called up a couple more youth players, possibly. Actually, do you know what? We're going to play Sunset instead of Iturraspe. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's just that youth balance is a little bit better. The game doesn't mean too much. I want to try out a few other players who have actually been playing the Europa League games, as well as the one leg. Sorry, excuse me. The one leg of the Copa del Rey that we also played. So we'll go with them. Ethami, Garmendia, Brace, Iturraspe, Aketse, Sasita, and Villa Libre will be on the bench today. Let's get into things. Alrighty. Just going to tell the boys that I expect nothing but a win, because, to be honest, we should be smashing Beşiktaş at home. We beat them, what was it, 5-1? Or 5-0? I can't remember. In the away game that we played, so I think it was 5-1. They do have a few good players. You know, I'm familiar with a few. Van Ginkel, Schneiderlin, of course, Torre. Gökhan Torre, that is. And I think Bafuma as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with him as well. But we do have the first highlight here. Inaki plays it out wide to Lekue. Crosses it in. Williams manages to score. Not the cleanest goal in the world. I think their goalkeeper probably should have done a little bit better there, to be honest. But I am happy that we have opened the scoring. Now, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I think I am going to do at least 5 episodes for this season. Hopefully we have a nice little run in the Europa League, because I would like to feature that a little bit more. And Williams has just picked up a knock here. We'll let it play out to half-time, actually, because remember, in the previous episode, I tried to take, I think it was Muniain. I can't remember who it was, but tried to take them off, and it did not register, so let me just give him a team talk first. I'm going to tell him I'm happy, and then we'll make this sub. I guess we'll bring Villa Libre on. He's not match fit at all, so that's a bit of a problem, but I prefer not to risk a long-term injury for Williams, to be honest. Inaki in behind. Can he finish? No, he can't. Not great. He has impressed me, although today he's not doing too well on a 6.3 rating, but yeah, he's definitely starting to fill in for Sasita. I think Sasita is 33 at the moment. He's lost pretty much all his pace. I think he's got 10 pace and 10 acceleration, something like that. 10 or 11, somewhere there. And how did we not score a goal there? We had about 3 opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and we did not score. Ganea with another corner. And we don't score again from right in front. That boggles my mind. How did we not score there? Oh, we're going to make some subs. We'll bring Brace on. We'll give him 15. Or just over 15, I guess. Yeah, we'll bring Inaki off. He's played pretty bad today, so we'll give Sasita some game time. Unfortunately, Hervias did pick up a pretty bad injury. I think he's out for 2 or 3 months. I honestly don't understand how we haven't scored like 2 or 3 goals. We're absolutely dominating them. But it's still 1-0. It's really weird. Muniain, can he get the ball in? Brace. Somebody cross the ball, please. Muniain's running backwards. Now puts it out wide to Lekue. He still can't cross it, despite trying. Didn't get it past the first man. Villa Libre, Sasita, good ball. Muniain. Oh, come on. Muniain should have a hat-trick, more or less. Ciceda with the corner. And it's cleared away. Schneiderlin could be on the counter-attack here. Denise. Oh, that was actually pretty close. Alright, well, I'm not liking this. We have been a lot... Well, we are dominating, to be fair, but we've been much more dominant recently. Muniain finally gets his goal. Thank you. Nice little cross there by Lekue. But Muniain does get his goal. Should be his 4th in reality, but whatever. We'll let it pass. We've got the 2-goal cushion. We're going to win this game. And I'm a happy man. A happy manager. Bit of a dry joke there. But yeah, as you can see, the season's going really well. The team... I'm not sure if it's some players that have starting to mature a bit more. Like Javi Martinez, for example. He's really stepped up as he gets an assist right there. What a beautiful goal that was. Muniain gets a second in the 92nd minute. But yeah, some players have really started to develop and to sort of make the step up into that first team roles. As we concede a goal right at the end of the game as well. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I guess there's a reason why Ramiro's not the first team goalkeeper at the moment. But yeah, nice little 3-1 victory there. Muniain with a brace and a nice little goal for Inaki Williams as well. Despite picking up a knock there. As you can see, we absolutely dominated them. Williams is only out for 2 days, so that's really good. And there you go. We qualify for the first knockout round. So that's nice. Muniain, of course, man of the match as well. I'm happy with that. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy the episode, I would appreciate a like. Feel free to comment. I do respond to all my comments that I do receive on these videos. And I definitely appreciate the chat. We'll say the chat. Feedback as well, of course. But yeah, if you're a new viewer or you, for some reason, aren't subscribed, that'd be appreciated as well. Of course, I mentioned the 1K subscriber goal that I've been going for the last couple of years, really. We're pretty close. As of recording this episode, we're at about 830, 828, somewhere around there. So yeah, starting to gain a few since I started this series, so I'm really appreciating all the support. But yeah, next episode, I'll just go into that quickly. I believe we will come back for the Atletico Madrid game. I think that's, based on how things are going at the moment, that could be the perfect game to record for the next episode. Purely for the fact that it falls after the January transfer window, when I would usually do my episode anyway. And against Atletico, it's going to be a cracking game. And, of course, we're probably... I don't want to say it. I can't jinx it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.